Hey everybody, I'm back. It's still 3/31/2022, and we're at part 2 of our long drawn out video. We're calling this the Saga of the Grow Sleeve, and it's a story. Hope you've got one burning, you're sitting back and comfortable, because this is an Emma fucking story. I didn't say it. So, the grow sleeve came about when we realized how much better it is to grow in the Octobot system with a soil containment system that is porous and breathes, as opposed to is solid and doesn't breathe. We started, of course, with bags because that's what was on the market, but I thought I could do better. And so what I came up with was a combination of a couple of keys. And the first was, I wanted, instead of having the roots to grow through the bag, which I mean they do, but instead of having to make that effort, that they could just effortlessly go right from the soil through their transformation area down into the water. So I wanted it to be a cylinder that went all around the wick, rested on the bottom of the reservoir. So the roots could just go choop right on through. And in order to have that structure like that, I designed a couple of, we just call them braces. I mean, they're just a couple straps that sat on the inside of the cylinder that rested underneath the wick. So when you lift up the grow container, the soil didn't stay. It all came up nice and neat. So that was step one. The other thing was I wanted to try to do something to help insulate the soil container. And from having greenhouses, I knew a double layer allows for a buffering that can help with not only temperature rises and falls, but moisture, like a moisture barrier. I help keep some of that moisture in. I mean, it sure makes sense, doesn't it? So the very first grow sleeves was a double layer of a thin fabric, very breathable, with the two straps. And as we were trying to figure out what to call it, because it has to have a name, we didn't call it a bag because it wasn't a bag, it was a sleeve. And, it's an Octopot product, Octo Grow Sleeve. And since it's OCTO, we thought GRO, Octopot Grow Sleeve. Octopot, the company, Grow Sleeve, one of our products. So we got a registered trademark for that. And in the trademark world, there are a couple of trademarks. So there's Class A and Class B. And since it was kind of like a sleeve and kind of like a pot, it's a Class A trademark, and it stays, or a Class B trademark, Class B trademark until a certain time elapses, and then you see if it will register for the Class A trademark, which is like Kleenex. Kleenex is the classic example. Octopi, maybe, maybe not quite as classic, but anyway, I didn't even know this was happening. My patent attorney was taking care of it. And, oh yeah, I brought this to show you. So grow, GRO, and there's the little straps. Boop, boop. Stylized and everything. I was thinking about something else. I'll be back to that. Trademark. Patent attorney. Chris. Somebody has come in and said, we don't want you to use the word grow in grow sleeve. We're concerned that it's confusing to you people and your brothers and your sisters and your cousins and your friends. Confusing to all of you that they might associate you with us. The word G-R-O. It'd be a miracle if you don't figure it out. I tell you, it's just right there for you. And it's actually a holding company that's suing me, telling me I have to cease and desist. Or, of course, I could fight it. I mean, it's the word grow, G-R-O. It's stylized spelling. And I don't think they're suing Grow Mart down the road from me. I know there are other G-R-O word blank hydroponic companies in the industry. However, they're not really independent anymore. They've been bought out. Anyway, the word grow, gotta go. Or I can fight it. You know, they have millions of dollars just for their retainers, you know. And so I concede. I'm gonna just add the letter W to grow on all of the grow sleeves that I've already got cut, sewn, folded, stacked, counted. Everyone gonna get a W after like a week, because I've got till the 15th of April to desist and insist. And, you know, it's Scott's Miracle Grow, and it's Hawthorne, and why me? You know, again, not Grow Mart. He'd have told me. I know him. And I keep thinking maybe they saw that elephant that sauntered through here. I mean, it's not the first time that Scott's Miracle Grow has had discussions about me. In 2017, Octopot had a booth at the Ohio, I think they called it the Ohio Short Course. It's a floricultural show, and it's, you know, bedding plants, nursery stock, you know, potting machines and containers and, you know, all of that stuff to grow mostly ornamental plants, but also vegetable plants too. And there was this young lady that stopped at the booth, looked at stuff, left, came back a little bit later and was just like bubbling, like, oh my God, this is so great. And I was like, oh, well, thank you so much. And we talked for a while, and it was just, some people get it right away. They just see it, and everything about it is like, you know, light as day. A lot of people don't have that. And so, or most. So when somebody does, you know, it definitely perks me up. And it turned out that she was a soil scientist for Scott's Miracle Grow. And she was interested in showing the folks in the higher ups what the product was. And she was trying to get me to be a part of that company. 2017, Ohio. And, you know, it just didn't happen. And I was really disappointed. You know, it happened more than that with more people. But that was like the first really big one. And I heard back from her after a while. And she ended up saying to me, you know, and I'm going to read it, quote, "Actually, I proposed some concepts and ideas to Scott's with your product a couple of times." And in parentheses, she had new marketing partners over a period of time. "However, they're not really ready for innovative products." 2017. Actually, the show might have been 2016 because the email here was 2017. But that's the time frame. And so, when you see a hand-scrawled W on your next grow sleeve, or if you get the pretty labeled box that actually says grow sleeve, you won't be surprised.